Didn't get up until like 5 something. It's the weekend, not the singer, the actual weekend. I got a fraction of a giggle from my students yesterday when I tried this joke on them. I am now on my way home. I've been to the shops, I've been to the library, I've gym, I've been on a walk. Life is good. I am tired. The end of the year, and I don't mean the end of the actual year, but the end of the school year is very difficult for me because there's lots to do. As a teacher, I know people don't think that teachers work that hard, right? People do not give us credit for everything that we actually do. This is how the average person sees the teaching community. You're a bunch of lazy bums. You go to work, all you have to do is talk to people, teach them a couple of things a day, take care of other people's children, or maybe you want a university, you just show them a PowerPoint or a YouTube video and sit at the back of the class doing stuff on your phone. They don't realize that we create meals. We spend our weekends and holidays and our time off. I'm not going to say all of us do that, but a lot of us do it. A lot of us do. I am always of different activities. If I see something interesting on TV, on Netflix, HBO, Hulu, Philo, Disney, Pluto, Tubi, Plex, Roku channel, anything. If I see something interesting, especially Hulu, because I pay a lot of money to use my Hulu account, so I make the best use of it. I was looking for different ways to teach my classes. I have been working on something that people don't realize is a thing, but I want my TTT to become a lot less than what it is now. And it's already not as high as other teachers' TTTs, but I want to make it shorter. TTT, teacher talking time. In language classes, TTT is a big deal, right? So I want my students to speak more than they do. If possible, I want them to speak more than I do. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But if I monitor the activities they do, and I have somebody who is an assistant. She's not my assistant. She is an assistant to the school. How do I explain it? She works with people with learning disabilities. She works with people with any type of challenge in class. But what she does also do is help me monitor the students. She has been doing this for many years. She's very experienced. She speaks English, which really, you don't realize how much this helps me, because she is able to look at what they're doing, to see that they're writing about the topic they're supposed to be writing about. They're talking about the topic they're supposed to be talking about. If somebody misbehaving, she has carte blanche to actually give them a reprimand in their virtual reprimand book. So because of all of that, I feel like the teacher talking time is going to diminish more and more. I want to decrease that. I'm always thinking of different ways to teach my classes. I will show a movie once in a while, but let me tell you something that people don't tell you. When you show movies, some students will watch the movie, some students will sleep, some students will zone out completely. And nowadays, everybody has ADHD. Everybody has some sort of diagnosis you have to be mindful of. And I'm not dissing anyone for that, but in the world that we live, there is more and more a tendency for people to hold on to their diagnosis and then use those diagnoses as a, how do I put it? Yeah, I'm going to put it as an excuse not to do the work. This is society in general now. And instead of using a diagnosis not to do your work, you can figure ways to work with what you got. So let us just say somebody has Tourette's, ADHD, and they can't focus or they have trouble starting a task. They don't even want to start the task because they want to do it perfectly and know they're not going to be able to, so they just don't even start. So what do? We try to work around it. So my classes, they work in blocks of 20 minutes, sometimes 15 minutes. So we do an activity for 15 minutes, do a different one for another 15 minutes, we do another one for another 15 minutes, and then they break for 5 minutes. They come back, show them maybe a sitcom that's 22 minutes. And then we discuss the sitcom, and then we do an activity about the sitcom, and then all of a sudden the class is over and they go, and then they just enjoy the time that they have. They enjoy the time that they have because they know it's not going to be an exhaustive hour and a half when they're going to have to be doing work. They'll work, but then they'll take a break. They'll change activities. They know each activity only will take so much time. And I am often criticized by other professionals in my area that I meet all over the globe. I have been a part of an association for English teachers that's international. I know teachers that have worked with me over the past 36 years as a teacher, so I'm not talking about anyone specific. I'm talking about teachers all over the globe. So people criticize, say, "Oh, but students always know what you're going to do. You have the YouTube, you have the Quizlet, you have the Kahoot, you have the Duolingo. They know that you're going to do that. You're going to show a video. All right, then. And it's a good thing to know. Some of my students like the predictability. Some of my students need the predictability. And if I do throw a curveball, I let advance because I know who needs what. And I try to work around what they have. And that's how you treat people. And even if you do the very best that you can, it's probably not going to be good enough. But guess what? Some will, some won't. So what? I don't even drink whiskey, but I'm Johnny. I keep walking. I don't think that was funny. Sometimes, like when I know something's going to be funny, when I also think it's a little bit cute. I'm almost home. I might do another live cast later.